We need to talk about something.
Yeah, very important topic.
Your friend, Ben Affleck. And a little thing we call Bennifer.
Minute.
Absolutely.
You know, it's bad enough.
Absolutely.
It's hard enough.
How do you like them apples?
There's not enough liquor in the world for you to get me to say something.
Hey, he's just a guy doing what he do, and I wish he do keep doing well and keep on dancing.
Even in jail, Knight made headlines when it was reported that he planned to distribute a homemade video featuring Jennifer Lopez.
Make a Jennifer Lopez video somewhere. Everybody says you got it and you want to sell it on me.
At that time was cared very deeply for.
Do you guys have an unspoken language?
Yeah, 40-something years of hanging out together.
Matt's a beautiful guy. I love him. He's my best friend. He's been great to me my whole life.
Is Ben really your best friend?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up together. We both were in love with the same thing, with acting and filmmaking. I mouthed off to a kid that I knew. He came for me. And it was right then that little 5'2" Ben Affleck tackled this dude off of me. Wow. Like out of nowhere. Like he will put himself in a really bad spot for me. Like, this is a good friend.
Why you dunking me, girl? Why you dunking?
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry. Yeah. Remember when I told you I'd do anything for you? This is anything. I actually said that to him when we were filming.
Here's 17-year-old Matt and Ben in a photo booth. Look at this.
Yeah. Hard not to see that those guys are going to make it.
You told me 25 years ago, I'd be like, we made it? We're still working? Okay.
I just said to my kids, show me the articles that prove that social media is good for teenagers, and then we'll have the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Find scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll chat.
And how do they feel at this point?
My eldest is grateful.
Wow.
See, and you just got to be in the long haul. Though.
I mean, it's a long haul. I have a couple more to go, so just knock on wood. We'll see if I really hang in there.
Being the child of famous parents is really not something that many people can understand, and I feel for them for that because they didn't choose that.
Well, there was a solid decade where there were 5 or 6 cars minimum, and easily up to 15 or 20 on the weekends outside of my house at all times. And looking back on that, I really feel the stress of it. I could cry talking.
I'm 48, and I called my parents and said, Dad, I'm going to pierce my ears. And he said, okay, Jennifer. But let's see. We didn't wear makeup. We didn't have our nails painted. We were very good girls.
My mom was narcissist, center of attention, life of the party type person. I got very used to being around people like that. The combination of the two of those things set me on a course to be with those type of people. What I started to realize was I'm comfortable with this, but I don't like this.
Selfish. This is not what I want.
This just looks like a dead chicken.
And she doesn't even try to hide her annoyance. Fans fell in love with J-Lo for being Jenny from the block. But according to her employees, it's all a mask. And underneath it is a pretentious woman who treats service people like dirt.
I want something real.
And it's easy for her to offend her colleagues and even those closest to her. But is she really that bad?
My kids were at that age where they were like challenging the status quo and really, kind of looking at you. And now it's not all like hearts and flowers anymore. Now it's kind of like, why are you telling me to do that? I don't want to do that. Just like constantly kind of the push and pull of being a teenage mom.
Is that Max or Remy? Who's the most challenging?
Both of them. Both of them are.
Oh my gosh.
Find scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll check.
When you say you don't drink at all? You just drink?
No, I'm not a drinker. I just never started. It was another one of those things my mom just never, don't drink, don't do drugs, you're gonna die. I'm like, okay. It's just like in my head.
Hey, Jennifer.
It's Jennifer Garner to the rescue as she descended on Ben Affleck's home and staged an intervention after her ex apparently fell off the wagon.
Can you guys please do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Just out of respect.
Yes.
Can you give some space?
And Ben Affleck.
So that's there.
Well, she's sniffing. I think she does taste his drink because she grabs it. People are assuming to think that to ensure it didn't have alcohol on it.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez at the shotgun wedding party.
Yeah, he's like, I promise it doesn't have alcohol in it.
You can, in the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting paparazzi ready. And so, I know which way I'm going to go.
When I was reunited with the love of my life and we decided we were going to be together forever.
One thing you can always trust in, oh God, family.
We do our best. We do try our best.
You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you.
That they were seen in public together in, more than a month.
Yeah, 47 days.
47 days. The flowers were not for Ben, but they both showed up with flowers. They went to go see one of Ben's kids was starring in a play last night, a school play, and Jen was there as well with Emmy, and they all went in together as a family, and they went and saw the play, and then afterward, Ben drove Jen and Emmy home to Beverly Hills.
Get a moniker of being like a diva, which I never felt I deserved, which I don't deserve.
The A-list everything in her mind celebrity was shopping in NYC and told a salesperson to stop looking at her and to turn the other way. And this is allegedly J-Lo.
Apparently she has this rule that if she's like out amongst us peasants, we're not allowed to look her in the eye.
One thing you can always trust in, oh God, family.
We do our best. We do try our best.
You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you.
That they were seen in public together in, more than a month.
Yeah, 47 days.
47 days. The flowers were not for Ben, but they both showed up with flowers. They went to go see one of Ben's kids was starring in a play last night, a school play, and Jen was there as well with Emmy, and they all went in together as a family, and they went and saw the play, and then afterward, Ben drove Jen and Emmy home to Beverly Hills.
Okay, we're not doing that. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
You know better than that.
Come on. Don't come in here with that energy, please. Doesn't, I feel like, actually get mentioned enough. If I could just end on one thing, is that Jen is a producer on this movie, and the reason why I'm here and the reason why Sterling was in this beautiful movie is because Jen cares, and Jen cares about things like representation and diversity, and she's a boss, and she's an incredible creative and an icon, and that's what I think we should celebrate her for today.
Well, that was quick. Apparently, Ben and Jen are already on the outs again after less than 2 years of marriage.
Love in some ways, but then they realized there was difficulty, and maybe, they've grown apart. They're two completely different people.
And this is like their one public outing in weeks, because he didn't even come support her at the Met Gala when she was a co-chair. So obviously this was planned, and it's just so fun.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are reportedly selling their home amid breakup rumors. According to multiple outlets, the couple's Beverly Hills home, which they bought together back in May of 2023 for $60.8 million, has been quietly placed on the market.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are clearly in a rough patch in their marriage of, less than 2 years at this point, because we know they are living in separate households right now.
We got back together. It was just like, I want to make music again. I want to get back in the studio. I was very, very inspired. And when I think about, I was like, the same way This Is Me then captured that moment in time without me realizing it. The first time we kind of fell in love, I wanted to capture this moment in time.
And now it's J-Lo and Ben in You've Got Mail. Subject line, yo girl, remember me?
So Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez didn't just suddenly start hanging out together 2 weeks ago. He started reaching out to her in February, sending her emails.
I've always, for better or for worse, have followed my heart and my instincts, and this is where it brought me to.
Why are people always worried about what face Ben has on? If Ben walks out the house and he's
all right on the street, is the Bronx doesn't even fuck with this one. You can't come back to your hood, huh? What Dirk say?
What's something else that real New Yorkers say?
You!
Diva, I'm rich and you're broke attitude. Let's be real here, homegirl.
Work hard. So that I put in harder work than everybody else. I work harder and harder and harder and harder. And when everybody's sleeping, I'm doing more. Like this. It reminds me when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the
I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that. And we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood. So you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth. We're not running up and down the block. Not all of us do that for kicks. You're stupid. Stop using us to look human. Stop using us to look relatable. We don't like you.
A flying fuck about celebrity culture, especially when you see just how hard she's trying to be relatable. Like, how many times is this girl gonna mention the block, but then whenever she goes and visits said block, nobody recognizes her or claims her as one of their own?
He said, "What can I get you to drink?" But Jennifer refused to even acknowledge me. She turned her head away and told her personal assistant, "Please tell him I'd like a Diet Coke and lime." She wouldn't even look at me. It was sad. She seemed so sweet in her movies.
The only reason why you are famous is because of the role you played as Selena, which came out very shortly after she passed away, which of course made your career skyrocket. And for some reason, her playing the role of an actually talented singer must have gotten to her head, and she then believed that she could also sing, when in reality, she's not that good. You guys ever see that clip of her SNL performance before they dubbed it with auto-tune? The shit sounded like a dying feral cat. So
I don't know. I have a problem when someone copies my look exactly and they're not even a real singer. Sorry. Okay.
What if I told you that Shay Diddy Combs is in possession of tape so shocking they could potentially destroy Jennifer Lopez's reputation tapes that might make you question everything you thought you knew about J.Lo's rise to fame and the real reason behind her split from Ben Affleck? But the story doesn't end there. How far has Diddy gone to cover his tracks? Could this be the final nail in the coffin for J.Lo and Ben's already fragile relationship? Is this Diddy's twisted way of mocking Ben Affleck after his recent struggles? And what exactly do these tapes reveal about the Hollywood icon? Let's dive into the details. Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs have a complicated history. They first met on the set of her music video for If You Had My Love in 1999, beginning a whirlwind romance that ended in 2001 amid rumors of infidelity. Rumors that Lopez later confirmed shortly after they began dating. The pair were arrested following a shooting at a Times Square nightclub in December 1999 that left 3 people injured. "I was crying a lot," Lopez later admitted. She was a mess, probably thinking, "What have I gotten myself into?" The shooting reportedly stemmed from an argue between Diddy and a Brooklyn thug named Matthew Allen, known on the streets as Scar Diddy. His bodyguard, Anthony Jones, and rapper Shine Barrow endured a 7-week trial in early 2000, and when the trial ended with Diddy Jones walking free, while Shine, then just 21 years old, was convicted of offense and weapon possession, receiving a 10-year prison sentence. To this day, mystery still surrounds the club New York shooting, particularly for former detective Derek Parker, who was once part of the Nipes' so-called hip-hop cop squad and now works as a private investigator. For years, Diddy has been dogged by rumors that he made Shine, now known as Moses Michael Levi Barrow, and the opposition leader of the House of Representatives in Biz, take the fall for the incident. According to Parker, the story was that Diddy was flossing, which is street slang for someone flaunting their wealth, and acting like a big shot. Scar allegedly felt disrespected, believing he was as important as Diddy, leading to an exchange of words and eventually weapon fire. As shots rang out, Lopez and Diddy fled the club in a Lincoln Navigator. Diddy's driver, Wardell Henderson, later recounted how he blew past several red lights, speeding down 43rd Street and onto 8th Avenue, weaving through traffic and police cars. Shine busted off in the air, Henderson quoted Lopez, as before they were pulled over by the police. Former NYPD detective Derek Parker also recalled how at the precinct, Lopez's mother was furious with her daughter, yelling at her in Spanish. She was really mad at Jennifer. Parker said, "I heard her say, 'I told you not to get involved with him.' These tapes, if they exist, could contain explosive details about this and other incidents, potentially shaking the foundations of Lopez's careful crafted public image. As the rumors intensify, the real question remains, how much longer can J.Lo and Ben Affleck's relationship withstand the weight of the past? Jennifer Lopez was released from custody without being charged after spending 14 hours in jail following the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting incident. In a candid interview with British Law in July 2000, Lopez described the harrowing experience as a complete nightmare, one that left deep emotional scars. The aftermath of the shooting wasn't limited to emotional turmoil. It also sparked a series of legal battles, notably in 2008, a staggering $130 million lawsuit was filed against Diddy, comes by one of the victims seeking compensation for damages incurred during the incident. By 2011, Combs had reached a settlement with all three individuals involved, including the victim, though the terms of the agreement were kept confidential. Now, it seems Lopez might find herself revisiting that dark chapter. According to an expert consulted by In Touch Weekly, Lopez may possess crucial first-hand knowledge of the New York City nightclub shooting, given that she was present at the scene and left in the same vehicle as Combs. This could potentially lead to her being subpoenaed to testify under oath. New York lawyer Pete Gleon commented Jennifer Lopez's presence on the night of the shooting and her departure in the same vehicle as Combs makes her a key witness with first-hand knowledge, which could subject her to legal scrutiny if any criminal charges or civil claims not barred by the statute of limitations are pursued. In her 2024 documentary, The Greatest Love Story, Never Told, Lopez touched on her past experiences with bad relationships, though she did not specify which ex-partner she was referring to. There were people in my life who said I love you, but their actions didn't match those words, Lopez shared in the Amazon Prime documentary, which was released in February 2024. Being thrown around and manhandled, like, that is not fun, she added. I mean, I was never in a relationship where I got beat up, thank God, but I've definitely been manhandled, and a couple of other unsavory things, rough, disrespectful. However, not everyone seems to agree with Lopez's narrative. Sue Knight, the former CEO of Death Row Records, has recently weighed in with his own theory about the rumored divorce between Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, and it centers around disgraced Bad Boy Records executive Diddy. In a recent episode of his podcast, Collect Calls with Suge Knight made a series of explosive claims suggesting a bizarre connection between the FBI. Jennifer Lopez and her estranged husband, Ben Affleck. Knight alleged that the FBI handed over incriminating tape involving Lopez, which were recovered during raids on Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles, to Affleck. According to Knight, the content of these tapes is potentially causing a rift in Affleck's marriage with Lopez. They go raid Puff's house, and they get all these videos of J-Lo doing this, J-Lo doing that. Knight began rehashing the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting incident as a point of reference to illustrate the erosion of Lopez's credibility. Knight further claimed, and they know the fact that J-Lo lied and said that the weapon was Shine's or whatever, sending that man to prison and destroying his life when she knew it was Puff's. He insinuated that the FBI decided to notify Affleck about the discovery of the alleged tapes due to the potential damage they could cause if made public, comparable to the fallout from Diddy's 2016 hotel offense tape involving his ex-girlfriend Cassie. I'm quite sure they probably called. Knight speculated, and the FBI gave respect and a courtesy call to Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, we want to show you some things about your wife, when he saw the stuff that her and Puff were doing and who they'd been doing it with. I'm quite sure they gave his aide those tapes, and I'm quite sure he can never look at her. The same Sug Knight went on to suggest that Ben Affleck might find it impossible to reconcile his feelings for Jennifer Lopez after viewing the alleged tapes. I'm quite sure they're headed for divorce, because that's a man who had a good life. Knight speculated, great parents, doesn't spend a lot of money, isn't tripping off paparazzi, he's living his life, he's got his own team. She brought all this extra stuff into his life, and now he wants out. However, the tension in Affleck and Lopez's marriage might not be solely due to her past with Diddy. On May 15th, a source exclusively revealed to In Touch that Ben and Jennifer were indeed heading for divorce after he moved his belongings out of their shared home. The writing is on the wall, it's over, they're headed for a divorce. And for once, Ben's not to blame. The insider claimed he's focusing on his work and his kids now. Ben already moved out, and they'll likely have to sell the dream house they spent 2 years searching for. They'll never stop loving each other, but she can't control him, and he can't change her. There's no way it could have lasted, the source continued. They waited almost 2 decades to get back together, but in the end they just couldn't make it work. They both said they'd matured and learned from their mistakes. But some of the bigger issues that tore them apart the first time remained the same. Adding to the drama, rumors have surfaced that Jennifer Lopez might be blackmailing Ben into staying with her. The rumor mill is buzzing with claims that Jennifer is privy to some of Ben's deepest secrets, including rumors about his sexuality. If these secrets were to be revealed, they could potentially damage Ben's career and personal life, giving Jennifer leverage to keep him by her side. Insiders suggest that Jennifer has been using this knowledge to manipulate Ben, ensuring that he remains in a relationship he might otherwise want to leave. This alleged blackmail could be the reason behind their tumultuous on-again, off-again relationship. So where did the rumors about Ben's sexuality begin? Surprisingly, they started when his close friendship with Matt Damon was at its peak, leading some to speculate that there might be more than just friendship between them. In 2023, Matt Damon found himself in hot water with the GIP Plus community after making comments about his friendship with Ben Affleck while discussing the nature of their relationship. Damon admitted that the rumors of them being romantically linked put them in a weird position of having to answer, "You know what I mean." The successful Hollywood actor expressed concern that people questioning his sexuality could compromise his future career in the industry. Damon added that the speculation about him and Ben was really deeply offensive. He clarified, "I don't want to imply it's some sort of disease, then it's like I'm throwing my friend under the bus." These comments came shortly after Damon had a public clash with journalist I. Brown on HBO's Project Greenlight. During the show, Damon interrupted the black film producer to argue, "When you're talking about diversity, you do it in the casting of the film, not the casting of the show." Effie appeared visibly surprised and disappointed by the actor's interruption, leading to the hashtag #JudDamonsplaining trending on Twitter. Damon quickly defended himself, stating, "I am sorry that they offended some people, but at the very least I am happy that they started a conversation about diversity in Hollywood." Additionally, during another interview, Damon acknowledged the difficulties actors face in the industry when trying to come out as gay openly. Speculation has been rampant that Matt Damon may have been subtly referring to Ben Affleck when he discussed the rumors that emerged early in their careers. "When Ben and I first came on the scene, there were rumors that we were gay because it was two guys who wrote a script together," Damon told The Guardian, referencing their Oscar-winning 1997 film, Good Will Hunting. "It's just like any piece of gossip, and it put us in a weird position of having to answer, 'You know what I mean,'" Damon continued, "which was really deeply offensive. I don't want to imply it's some sort of disease, then it's like I'm throwing my friend under the bus." He added that he recalled thinking about Wirt Everett, an openly gay actor who, despite his talent and good looks, seemed to suffer in his career for being out. Damon acknowledged that while attitudes toward the gay community are evolving, there remains a certain sympathy for actors who face challenges being publicly out. "But in terms of actors, I think you're a better actor the less people know about you, period, and sexuality is a huge part of that." Damon explained, "Whether you're straight or gay, people shouldn't know anything about your sexuality because that's one of the mysteries. You should be able to play." Ben Affleck also encountered speculation regarding his sexuality, particularly after portraying a scene where he kissed another man in the 1997 film Chasing Amy. Director Kevin Smith revealed at the Outfest LGBT festival in Los Angeles that Affleck and co-star Jason Lee initially felt uncomfortable about on-screen gay kiss. According to Gay Star News, Smith recalled Affleck saying, "A man kissing another man is the greatest acting challenge an actor can ever face." After filming the scene, Affleck reportedly remarked, "Now, I'm a serious actor in Chasing Amy." Affleck plays a comic book artist who develops romantic feelings for a lesbian character played by Joey Lauren Adams, which complicates his relationship with his best friend, portrayed by Jason Lee. Despite Affleck publicly supporting marriage equality on Twitter in 2014, he expressed discomfort with filming the same kiss scene during a 2017 interview with Entertainment Tonight. Now people are speculating that these rumors about Affleck's alleged behavior might be contributing to his marital troubles with Jennifer Lopez. One person who has particularly weighed in on the matter is Matt Damon. In a recent interview, VI Damon expressed deep concern for his longtime friend, hinting that Jennifer Lopez's influence might be more manipulative than previously imagined. Matt tried to warn Ben when he got back together with J.Lo that this could happen. An insider told the Daily Mail Matt was there to help Ben get it together after their first split, and he felt like this would happen again. The source added that Ben has always admired Matt's marriage to Luciana Barroso, which has lasted over 18 years. As Ben and Jennifer's relationship began to falter, Matt reportedly advised Ben to focus on his work and make whatever choice would be best for him. Matt told Ben that he supports whatever choice he makes, but wants him to jump in and focus on his work. An insider told the outlet that Ben Affleck spent so much time focusing on Jennifer Lopez's projects, much like he did during their first relationship. The source added, "Matt told Ben, 'What has she ever done for your career?' The insider continued, "Matt is the only real guy friend Ben has. He's been on Ben to make sure he doesn't relapse and get back on the bottle." For context, Affleck and Lopez's romance first sparked on the set of the romantic comedy Giggly. Although the movie itself was a critical and commercial failure, the chemistry between its two stars was undeniable. Their relationship quickly became the talk of Hollywood, with paparazzi capturing their every move and fans eager to follow the latest developments of this high-profile coup. By November 2002, Affleck had proposed to Lopez with a stunning 6. 1-carat pink diamond ring from Harry Winston, reportedly worth $2. $5 million. Their engagement was highly publicized, and the couple seemed blissfully happy. However, the intense media scrutiny began to put significant pressure on their relationship. The constant attention and endless rumors about their personal lives took a toll on their bond. In 2003, just days before their planned September wedding, Benfer decided to postpone the ceremony, citing excessive media attention as the reason. Despite their efforts to make their relationship work, the strain proved too much. In early 2004, they announced their breakup, marking the end of their first chapter together. After their split, both Affleck and Lopez moved on, finding love with other partners. In June 2004, Lopez married singer Mark Anthony. The couple welcomed twins Emmy and Max. In 2008, they remained together until their separation in 2011, finalizing their divorce in 2014. Affleck, meanwhile, married actress Jennifer Garner. In June 2005, the couple had 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. Despite their seemingly strong marriage, Affleck and Garner separated in 2015 and finalized their divorce in 2018. During their time apart, both Affleck and Lopez faced personal challenges and grew from their experiences. In April 2021, Lopez ended her engagement to former MLB star Alex Rodriguez. Just a month later, rumors began swirling about a possible rekindling of her romance with Affleck. Speculation quickly turned into reality as the pair were spotted together multiple times, often looking cozy and affectionate. By the summer of 2021, Bennifer 2.0 was in full swing. They were seen vacationing together, attending events, and blending their families. This time around, their renewed relationship seemed stronger and more grounded, likely due to the maturity and life experiences they had both gained during their years apart. In April 2022, nearly 2 decades after their initial engagement, Affleck proposed to Lopez again, this time with a green diamond ring, a nod to her lucky color. The couple wasted no time in planning their wedding. Eager to make their long-awaited union official, they finally tied the knot in a private ceremony in July 2022. Now, as rumors of a potential split loom over them once more, many are wondering if the couple can overcome the pressures that come with their high-profile lives. Despite the challenges, their history together shows that their connection has always been deep and enduring. Whether they can navigate these current difficulties remains to be seen, but their story is one of love, loss, and the possibility of second chances. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez exchanged vows, finally becoming husband and wife in an intimate ceremony attended by close family and friends. This time around, the couple successfully kept the media frenzy at bay, focusing on their love and commitment to one another. As newlyweds, they embraced their new life together with joy and enthusiasm, frequently attending events, hand in hand, blending their families and supporting each other's careers. The glow of their recent nuts was evident, and their bond seems stronger than ever. However, despite their efforts to rekindle their romance, it appears that Jennifer and Ben's relationship remains fraught with problems. So where does that leave things now? On August 3rd, Ben Affleck was spotted cruising around Los Angeles on a blue electric motorcycle. As reported by People, the actor has recently revamped his look, sporting a black Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt under an armored leather motorcycle jacket. But the most eye-catching change is his new foxhawk hairstyle, with the sides of his hair shaved off. A source close to Affleck commented, "This clearly shows that Ben is not in the right headspace and hasn't been for some time. This isn't the first time one of Ben's wives has had to step in." In 2018, his ex-wife Jennifer Garner organized an intervention that led to his 3rd stint in rehab. Ben has been candid about his struggles with alcoholism, even revealing that he realized his father was also an alcoholic. Ben initially made strides in overcoming his addiction after filming Good Will Hunting in 1997, but he has faced relapses and occasional rehab stays over the years. While there's no indication that Ben has returned to drinking, the source mentions that his current wife, J.Lo, is worried about his well-being, especially given his dramatic changes in appearance. In her view, he looks so lost and kind of pathetic right now. It's obvious to her that this is a cry for help, but her hands are tied because he's completely ghosted her, the source said, following a failed attempt to reconcile after moving out. The couple's divorce paperwork has been finalized but not yet submitted, according to multiple sources reported by the Daily Mail. In July, the source added, "Why else would he throw away a wonderful marriage and make such cruel moves like ignoring their anniversary, her birthday, and their shared commitments, including their beautiful blended family? It's mind-boggling too." But as time goes on, she's less inclined to blame herself for the mess she believes has been created. The source further explained that Ben's not concerned if JLo or anyone else judges him. He's excited to have his life back and start fresh on his own terms. As for JLo, she didn't acknowledge Ben Affleck's 5th birthday on August 15th, but did attend a concert with friends that evening. The on-the-floor singer shared photos the next day on her Instagram story, showing herself at a Bruno Mars concert at the new Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. She captioned one photo about last night featuring herself with friends and dancing in the crowd. Jay wore a white crop top, glasses, and plenty of jewelry, including her wedding ring. Though Ben wasn't seen at the concert, JLo was spotted leaving his home solo on the same day. Meanwhile, Ben Affleck and his ex-wife Jennifer Garner continued to co-parent effectively. The former couple recently took a trip to Japan with their children, their best friend exes, and the epitome of good co-parenting, a source close to Affleck told Fox News Digital. In any case, with everything that's been happening in her life, fans are still eagerly waiting for JLo to comment on what happened during the 1999 nightclub shooting. However, others are convinced that Diddy might have forced JLo to sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, preventing her from coming forward. I wonder if he had her sign an NDA. She was present when he shot the guy in the club that Shine took the rap for, which means she knows the truth. Maybe that's why she doesn't come out or speak on anything concerning Diddy, one fan commented. Another added, I don't believe JLo will speak up against Diddy. She was too scared to rehash what happened. She is healed and moved on. It looks like we've got another high-profile breakup on our hands, folks. This time it's Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. But honestly, didn't we all see this one coming? Reports are swirling that their relationship is on the rocks and they're heading toward divorce. Interestingly, this time around, Ben isn't being painted as the sole villain. Rumor has it that he's been regretting his decision to leave his ex-wife Jennifer Garner and jump back into a relationship with JLo last year. But before we dive into the current divorce drama, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane with Jennifer. Their whirlwind romance first ignited back in 2001, with Ben famously proposing with a massive pink diamond engagement ring. In 2002, however, their love story hit a snag when they called off their wedding just days before the ceremony in 2004, ultimately parting ways a few months later. Fast forward nearly 2 decades to 2021, and Jennifer was back in the headlines. The couple was spotted on a cozy date in the Hamptons, reigniting their romance and making one of the year's biggest headlines. By early 2023, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck had finally settled into married life following a journey that spanned 2 decades and included 2 engagements. Their initial romance, which sparked in 2000, was catalyzed by their collaboration on the rom-com Giggly. Affleck eventually proposed to JLo, but their love story faced turbulence, leading to their 2004 breakup. Over the years, both Ben and Jennifer ventured into marriages with others, welcomed children, navigated divorces, and explored new relationships. Then, in May 2021, just a month after Lopez's split from Alex Rodriguez, rumors of her rekindled romance with Affleck began to swirl once again. By the summer of 2022, Jennifer had exchanged vows, embarking on their new journey as newlyweds, still basking in the glow of their recent nuptials. But if you've been paying attention, you might have noticed that Jen and Ben hadn't been seen together publicly since around March 30th, when they were last spotted out in New York. Adding fuel to the speculation, Jennifer raised eyebrows by liking an Instagram post about healthy relationships, which included a snippet emphasizing the challenge of building a relationship with someone who is disconnected from themselves. This subtle action hinted that all might not be well in paradise. Jennifer also attended the Met Gala solo, with the official explanation being that Ben was tied up with work commitments and couldn't accompany her. But let's be honest, that excuse seems a bit flimsy. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that there's trouble brewing in paradise, or perhaps even a whole lot of it, considering we're talking about a potential divorce here. Even before these recent reports, there were plenty of signs pointing to trouble. For instance, in a viral video, Ben was seen looking stressed and miserable during a coffee run-in, even appearing to slam a car door after helping Jennifer into the passenger seat. In the same month, a video emerged showing Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck in what appeared to be a heated argument while stopped at a traffic light in Bubble Hills. The footage captured Ben pointing directly at Jennifer, who turned away, clearly in the midst of a tense exchange. This wasn't the first public display of tension between the two. At last year's Grammy Awards, Jennifer seemed to snap at Ben during a similarly intense moment, though they later downplayed the incident. If you look at another clip of Ben after he told JLo he'd be back soon, it seems like he couldn't wait to get away from her. Now reports suggest that the couple might be on different pages in their marriage. A source spilled the beans to US Weekly, saying Jen and Ben are having issues in their marriage. The insider explained that these problems began a few months ago when Jennifer started ramping up her work commitments and preparing for her tour. Jen is very focused on work. They are on two completely different pages. Most of the time, the source added. TMZ also reported that Ben had indeed moved out of the house where he had been frequently seen coming and going, and where he had been spending the night with divorce rumors swirling. Fans have begun speculating about why their marriage might be hitting the skids. Many believe that Ben grew weary of Jennifer's constant need for attention and her tendency to make their love life a spectacle for the public. This speculation isn't without basis. Ben himself once expressed that if it were up to him, their marriage would never be a social media event. Jen and Ben initially called it quits in 2003 before reuniting nearly 20 years later. As for what caused their breakup back in 2003, Ben revealed that the relentless public scrutiny took a heavy toll on their relationship. However, when they reconnected years later, he learned to adapt to this new chapter in their love story. He even expressed this sentiment in Jennifer's 2024 document, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, where he emphasized the significance of their reunion. When we got back together, I said, listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media. But Ben soon realized that asking for such a compromise wasn't entirely fair. He explained, it's like you're going to marry a boat captain, and you go, well, I don't like the water, we're just two people with different approaches, trying to learn to compromise. There's even a scene in Jennifer Lopez's documentary where Ben Affleck appears noticeably uncomfortable as J.Lo shares intimate details of their old love letters with friends and colleagues. This moment has added fuel to the fire surrounding their rumored marital troubles. Allegations have surfaced that Jennifer pressured Ben to maintain a certain image, leading to growing frustration on his part. Reports even claim that Ben was furious after being criticized for getting fillers and Botox treatments, procedures that J.Lo allegedly encouraged him to undergo. According to sources, Jennifer convinced Ben that facial maintenance is a common practice in Hollywood, even among his close friends like Matt Damon. Adding to the speculation, some believe that the couple's absence from public view since March may be tied to Jen's potential involvement in the ongoing legal case against Diddy. Around that time, rumors circulated that Jennifer was somehow implicated in the case, particularly concerning the incident where Nat Rubin, who was deeply involved, was injured. Rubin has expressed her desire to have bullet fragments removed from her face for ballistics evidence, indicating her willingness to reopen the case. She stated that she is prepared to allow doctors to remove a piece of the N-Mumit bullet still lodged in her face to prove that Sean Diddy Combs shot her at a New York club in 1999. I'm willing to have a doctor remove a part of the bullet in my face so that they can use it as evidence if need be for this trial, Rubin said during an interview on News Nation with Elizabeth Vargas. Even if it means risking her life, Rubin is committed to pursuing justice. Adding to the drama, another key figure in the case, has claimed that Jennifer Lopez lied to the juror, suggesting that she should be investigated alongside Diddy. If you've been following the news, it's clear that J.Lo has been dealing with quite a bit of turmoil lately. Beyond the Diddy scandal, she's made headlines for various controversies, from her struggling projects to incidents like the Bronx orange drink debacle. And who could forget the viral moment when she was caught on camera spitting chewing gum into her assistant's hand in the middle of New York City. Jennifer has also been accused of mistreating her staff, with fans noting a pattern in the complaints from those who have worked for her. Additionally, she's been called out for allegedly appropriating Black culture while failing to acknowledge the Black artists who contributed to her success. With so much controversy surrounding her, it's hard to ignore the signs that something is amiss in JL's world. There's even talk that during a recent performance, Jennifer's vocals were turned down so low that some speculated it was due to her attitude. If this is the behavior she's bringing into her marriage, it's no wonder that their relationship is reportedly on the rocks. However, there are also reports suggesting that Jennifer and Ben aren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. They might be willing to work on their marriage. According to a source who spoke to In Touch, Ben believes in therapy to some extent and is willing to participate with an open mind. Even though he finds the process humiliating, he's never going to gauge the success of this marriage by what happens in the therapist's office. The source revealed Ben also has a higher tolerance for conflict and is more willing to fight for what he wants than the average person. So while the road ahead may be rocky, it seems that Jennifer might still have a fighting chance if they can find common ground and navigate the challenges that come with being in the public eye. An insider who has known Ben Affleck, 51, for over a decade, recently shed light on the dynamics between him and Jennifer Lopez, 54. They explained that for Ben, life is a constant battle, and his only real satisfaction comes from overcoming challenges when the odds are against him. Now that Ben and Jennifer have reunited, their ongoing ego battle is evident, though it's balanced by the undeniable passion and respect they share for one another. However, one has to wonder if there's a simpler path for them and why they seem to thrive on such a tumultuous relationship. According to an insider who spoke exclusively to In Touch, the high-profile couple has hit yet another rough patch. Look, even when things are good between Ben and Jennifer, their gigantic egos and sharp opinions mean there's going to be some fighting and arguing. The source noted career pressures have been particularly high for both Ben and Jennifer. Recently, Ben has been in grind mode, juggling a slew of projects through his and Matt Damon's production company, while J.Lo is dealing with the fallout from a flopped album and several canceled tour dates. These professional stresses have inevitably spilled over into their 2-year marriage. The couple even scrapped plans to buy a home in New York City after a series of notorious real estate indecisions, pulling out of escrow 3 times before finally settling on a $61 million mansion in Los Angeles last year. According to the insider, Jennifer's exacting standards during their house hunt proved to be a significant source of conflict, with the two fighting over nearly every detail. The tension eventually reached a tipping point for Ben, who has been feeling overwhelmed by the demands on his time and energy. Ben has too much on his plate, and when he faces personal adversity, his old demons tend to resurface. The insider revealed they added the only way he's going to find any peace is if he and Jennifer put their stubbornness aside and focus on making each other happy. Meanwhile, Jennifer Lopez has admitted to feeling misunderstood at times, especially as she navigates life outside of showbiz. These reflections came during the promotion of her latest film, Atlas, in which she appeared without Ben by her side. The couple has reportedly hit a rough patch in their relationship and are said to be living apart, though both have continued to wear their wedding rings despite the intensifying divorce rumors. While discussing her connection to her character in the sci-fi movie, J.Lo commented, "We are so different because she doesn't show any of her emotions." This contrasts starkly with Lopez's own expressive nature, underscoring the complexities she feels in both her personal and professional life. Speaking to People, she elaborated, "She's so closed off, and I'm too much emotion sometimes. At times, she was very sure. She was like, 'This is what's happening, please listen to me, please tell me.' And she felt very misunderstood at times. I can also relate to that a bit." These comments highlight the internal struggles that Jennifer faces, mirroring the challenges in her marriage to Ben. Despite the difficulties, it seems that both are still holding on, perhaps hoping to navigate through this rocky period together. Jennifer Lopez's connection to her latest character seems to resonate on a personal level, especially with her sense of being misunderstood. Despite their differing approaches to emotion, these comments come at a time when Jennifer and Ben Affleck are reportedly facing significant challenges in their marriage. The couple, who tied the knot in July 2022, are rumored to be experiencing marital troubles. Sources claim that Ben moved out of their shared family home in May, and it's speculated that Jennifer may be looking for a new home of her own. An insider told In Touch that Jennifer was spotted house hunting alone in Beverly Hills. Another source mentioned that the pair are not in the best place at the moment. Earlier this week, Jennifer attended a red carpet event for Atlas by herself, fueling more speculation. Body language expert Judy James observed that Jennifer was sending a defiant message with her poses during the event. Despite still wearing her wedding ring, Jennifer struck poses at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood that seemed to convey strength and determination. Judy noted these are hard poses and hard facial expressions from a solo Jennifer Lopez, who performs the kind of angry stares and rigid hip and hand positions that you would normally see from a flamenco dancer. She added the hand also displays her wedding ring against the black fabric of her skirt. There's no softness here, and it's unclear if the pose should be taken as a warning to Ben or a warning to the press to stop speculating. However, Jennifer's softer, warmer smile does return in one photo, but only after the dramatic, stern expressions have made their mark, adding to the intrigue surrounding the state of her marriage. In recent months, the couple's demanding work schedules have kept them apart. Lopez has spent considerable time in New York for various projects, while Affleck has been busy filming, further fueling rumors about the stability of their relationship. The speculation intensified after Lopez attended the Met Gala without Affleck. The couple, who rekindled their romance in 2021 and married the following year, have often appeared together at events with their blended family, which includes Lopez's twins and Affleck's 3 children from his previous marriage. However, on May 16th, the pair were seen together at an event supporting their children. Although they arrived separately, they left together, both still wearing their wedding rings. Jennifer was also spotted picking up her daughter Emmy with Affleck, despite their reported separate living arrangements. A source told People that the couple remains committed to their relationship and is working through the challenges of balancing work and family life in their documentary, The Greatest Love Story. Never Told. Affleck and Lopez reflected on their rekindled romance, emphasizing the importance of compromise and understanding in maintaining their relationship. Despite the ongoing rumors and challenges, it seems that Jennifer and Ben are still holding on, navigating the complexity of their high-profile marriage with a mix of determination and caution. The couple's representatives have not responded to requests for comment regarding their current living situation. However, their recent public appearances and statements from insiders suggest that they are attempting to balance their individual commitments while maintaining their relationship. Despite this speculation is rift that Ben Affleck might be rekindling his relationship with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner following their separation. After their split, both Ben and Jennifer Lopez went on to start their own families, Ben with Jennifer Garner and J.Lo with Mark Anthony. When asked about how they approached their second chance at love, the Maid in Manhattan actress told People in 2022, "I think we are strong enough now to know what's real and what's not, whereas when we were younger, maybe some of those outside voices were a little bit tougher for us to reconcile and survive. The celebrity lifestyle certainly doesn't make it easy to settle down, especially for someone like Jennifer Lopez, who is constantly engaged in new projects. J.Lo is known for her dedication to her craft, investing tremendous time and effort to maintain her image and interact with fans, while Ben and J.Lo are usually inseparable. Recent reports indicate that they have been spending more time apart. A source told In Touch in 2024 that Jen's need to make their relationship so public and perfect often leaves Ben feeling overwhelmed and at times henpecked. He just needs to be by himself. Sometimes out of her shadow work is always a top priority for the on-the-floor singer, and as a result, the couple often finds themselves on different pages. Another insider revealed to US Weekly that while it's important for a partner to support their significant other's career, it did raise eyebrows when Lopez attended the 2024 Met Gala solo, despite being one of the event co-chairs. Ben Affleck's absence was noted, and a source shared with OK Magazine that it was a deliberate attempt on Ben's part to give himself some breathing room. Of course, she was a little hurt, but she knows he loves her. He just needed a break from the red carpets and the publicity that she craves, the source added. However, according to Affleck's representative, the actor was unable to attend due to a scheduling conflict as he was working on The Accountant. To whether he was truly busy or simply needed space is up for debate. Additionally, on May 16, 2024, the Let's Get Loud singer sparked divorce rumors by liking a March 19th Instagram post shared by relationship coach Lena Marak. The post highlighted major relationship red flags, emphasizing the importance of respect, integrity, emotional safety, and effective communication in building a healthy relationship. It also noted that strong relationships cannot be built with people who don't truly know themselves. Marzak shared a screenshot of Jennifer's like as evidence, as reported by People. However, she later urged followers to please be kind to Jennifer Lopez because she's a human being. Marak added, "I do not know if they're getting divorced. I hope not. But yeah, please." As the days go by without an official statement from the couple, rumors continue to intensify. The silence only adds to the speculation surrounding the state of their marriage. That's all for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.